great story about Mary of Egypt. If you have time this week to read it and review it, and the icons here have a depiction of that. Today's Gospel of Mark tells of Jesus' great passion, right? He's trying to prepare his disciples and his apostles for what's going to happen to him, right? That's what we do in life today, right? If we're going to go somewhere, we prepare, right? Okay, I have to get all this stuff together, and I have to put this, and as we did the parking lot this week, I'll thank everyone at the end, but we had to prepare for that. We had to get the gravel, and we had to get the people to do the work, and we had to get the shovels and the help, and we did it. And that's an example of what Jesus was trying to do to his disciples. He's trying to prepare them for what's to come, because it's going to be very shocking for them, right? If you've ever had a loved one that's been sick and ill, and the doctors try to prepare you, and you can go on your internet now, and you can see what the symptoms are and the treatments are. This preparation helps the people to understand what's going to happen, the severity of it. And if you look at what was written there, it says that they're going to go to Jerusalem, and he's going to be delivered to the scribes and the Pharisees, and they're going to spit at him and mock him in excursion. And the apostles must have thought this was very strange, right? I mean, this was the Messiah. This is the one that they've been waiting for. This is the one that was written about in the Old Testament. This is the person that was going to save everyone. And he's going to sit on a throne, right? That's what they talk about. And he's going to rule on earth, right? He's going to be a king like David, or he's going to be like Moses. And what Jesus is trying to get them to understand is, I'm not going to be with you on earth forever, right? I'm going to go to heaven and rule from heaven. And they must have thought that was very strange, because in our own lives, right, we have perceptions of what's going to happen. We have ideas. We put things in our mind to say, okay, this is going to happen if I do this and this and this, and I'll be able to do this. And if I follow the 10 Commandments, and if I go to church and I'll do this and this and this, I'll make it to the kingdom of heaven. So we have these perceptions, and that's just because we're human, right? We're in the image and likeness of God, and we're trying to understand all this information that's coming into us. And to think of it, we're only here for a short time of life. Our lives are not very long compared to the length of time for God and Jesus, right? We're timeless. But in that time, we have to try to understand what faith is, what raising up people in faith, what spreading our faith can do for us here on earth, for the people that we touch, and for those that will make it to heaven. So James and John, they're trying to figure this out. They come forward to him. The other 10 are probably befuddled, or they don't want to ask any questions, right? If we don't understand something, sometimes we don't ask any questions. We're like, well, I don't even know what to say. And so James and John say, well, we want to do whatever you tell us to do. We'll do whatever you. And Jesus says, well, what can we do for you? He says, well, let us sit at your right hand, at your left, right? Because when you see the old movies, and you even see kings today, you see the throne in the middle and one person on the left and one person on the right. And so that's the image that they had, right? That was their perception in their mind that they wanted to do, to be with Jesus. And Jesus tries to explain to him that those thrones aren't for him to give, right? And those thrones on the right and the left of Jesus and God are not for one single person. And that's a message we can get out of this. This is not where people want to sit and where people want to be in life. In the kingdom of heaven is not for one person. When Jesus came, he came for all people. And that's what he tried to explain to him in many of his messages. It's not just for the Sadducees or the Pharisees or Zacchaeus or the one at the Wailing Wall that, forgive me a sinner. It's for all people. People that, some people didn't even know Jesus until the minute that they died, right? Or they have been a lifelong Christian for generations and generations. But the perception